Hamilton Mayor Fred Eisenberger joins us now with an update on things happening in the city. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I want to start off with road safety because last week another traffic fatality of a pedestrian. There's been lots of calls on social media again for perhaps a reopening of two-way streets along Main Street because that stretch, because it comes off the highway, some are saying it's become a racetrack. I know I get on to Main Street that way coming home from work, and oftentimes it does feel like a race.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree that having this one-way highway through the city is particularly good, and that's something that I think is part of the whole LRT development is to look at the whole traffic pattern, and LRT will change that traffic pattern, so it's something that needs to be looked at. Having said that, throughout the city, we have dropped speeds throughout the city. We've added pedestrian crosswalks. We've added road narrowings in many locations, and we've two-wayed numerous streets. And just recently, it was Wentworth and Queen Street and other locations. So I think it's time to have a serious look at these two major roadways through our city, either in concert with LRT and the LRT development to ensure that we maintain open streets as much as possible, and to look at the opportunity to make it safer. The one I would add that I did ask our staff to bring forward a recommendation to pedestrianize the street from Gage Park to Gore Park on occasions throughout the summer, and that really is an opportunity to test out not only the impact of LRT, but to free up the pedestrianization of these streets and make it safer for everybody.
So would that be King Street or Main Street then?
That would be King Street.
King Street. And
yeah.
Talking about like blocking it all off to road traffic too.
For on a Sunday,
Okay.
On certain days through the summer, just to kind of test out pedestrianization. This is something that's done in many cities throughout the world to attract people to come down to their inner city to enjoy, skateboarding, walking, hiking, rollerblading, whatever they want to do, and it helps reanimate that process and brings people back to businesses they might not otherwise go and visit. And so it's really an opportunity to open up the street and make it more vital and energized and more entertaining for people.
Mm-hmm. I want to go to the municipal elections now. I guess a number of candidates last week when nominations were open were told that they couldn't hold campaign events on city property. Is this a new policy?
It is a policy that's required by the Provincial Municipal Elections Act, and it simply states that you can use the forecourt or you can use city property, but you have to book it in advance and make sure that it's on a first come first served basis, and that to make it fair and equitable for everybody. And so it was in the election material that was sent to all candidates, or if candidates picked it up, they should have read that in their material. And it has been a policy for quite some time that we're not allowed to use city property for campaign purposes. This now makes it a little bit more open that candidates can use some of these city properties, but they have to book it in advance.
Okay, we have less than a minute left, but I wanted to ask you about the improvements at Valley Park Community Centre, because that's been closed for quite a while.
It has, and it's taken longer than anticipated, but hopefully the work has been exceptionally worthwhile. So about $14 million was invested in this facility, and it's expanded the recreation program space. It obviously got a roof replacement, and boilers and pumps and water heaters all needed to be replaced. It now has barrier-free washrooms, and the pool area has been painted and resurfaced, and there's a new HVAC system throughout. So a lot of work's been done. The new parking lot out front as well. So it's really going to be something that's going to stand the test of time for a lot of years to come. But sometimes these facilities need to be upgraded and improved and fixed. And we're delighted that it's now going to be open. It's one of the heaviest used recreational facilities in our city. So glad that it's open, and we'll look forward to a grand opening sometime in July.
Okay, I'm sure all the users there are happy too.